unembarrassed.
Wow.
Right here, my friend.
Yes, I'm still here.
Can't pick locks?
No one stands in my way.
I am yours to command.
What do you mean you can't pick locks? Trickery is +1. You all have trickery. Do not dare come closer. We catch one of your kind before, and Lamashtu cursed him with terrible curse. She do same to you. See how goddess punishes the blasphemes? You run now, or she get you too. You must now make a choice between justice and mercy. Don't fear the wrath of an evil goddess. It's not her who will judge you for this choice. This will stay between your soul and your own deity. Yeah, now I'm scared. What will Lamashtu send another owlbear for us to skin? Lamashtu or not, you will be responsible for anyone these vermin kill or maim. Do not press your luck. Cleanse your lands of these monsters. You're right. Filthy pests, I'll purge my lands of you. I would have said it differently, but our thoughts are essentially the same.
Superior.
Oh! Okay, none of them are crazy.
Onwards!
This is probably a really good time for me to... Oh, probably better I
Repent!
Become as dust.
Stop trying to hit him and hit him! Oh my god, this guy's... Wow. That goblin was a fucking hero. He's like, in his mind, he's fighting us. He's like, I want to be a hero!
Let's cut them to pieces.
Oh, the cleave! A Mary's cleave, dude! Sick! Love to see it.
I lead. You follow.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Why is he
Sorry, was lost in thought.
glowing?
We do it my way.
Let's also do a quick save and then let's go check out this council. scouted the whole barony, visited goblins, dispersed the cult of Lamashtu, and even participated in a real vivisection. Now it's time for everyone to meet, discuss what we've learned about the source of the demons. Go ahead and
I
rest
admire
before we
your
actually
optimism.
go in there.
Even when the situation seems desperate, your smile never leaves your face.
Do you know how many desperate situations Reg and I survived in Numeria? And we're all right. We got out of all of them. We'll handle whatever comes.
Oh, nice. All right, let's see. The throne room is full of people. Your allies stand around the throne, waiting in silence as you approach. The atmosphere is tense. Today you'll be discussing the strange and deadly blight that's recently struck your barony. The gloomy... Oh, it's Knock Knock. The gloomy silence is only penetrated by loud chewing. Knock Knock has grabbed a whole fried chicken from the table and is busily devouring it, ignoring everyone else completely. Jod folds his hands on his chest. Well, now that we're all here, let's sum up what we know. We've each spent a lot of time and effort to learn what we can about where the monsters come from and what's causing the strange disease. I hope this conversation can help shed some light on the situation. Keston shakes his head slowly. We need to hurry. If we don't find the source of this blight and eliminate it, we may end up with a rebellion on our hands. Let's summarize what we found up to this point. Jod, Keston, and Tristian look at you closely. Jod, the surgery showed us that the magic seed's causing the disease, correct? Right. Judging from the location in the patient's bodies these seeds were ingested, it seems likely that they're initially extremely small, almost invisible, and people simply swallow them with their food. Once the seed is in the stomach, it begins to grow and cause the symptoms we've seen in our patients. As soon as the seed gains enough strength, it sprouts and turns into a magical portal, just like a bud turning into a flower. Aras will forgive me. Jod stares into the distance for a moment. Something must have possessed me to say that. It really does look like blooming. Each seed tears the body of its victim, just as a flower tears its bud. Exactly what I was saying before. And that's exactly what I thought was getting at when I was saying the title is Season of Bloom is just like... Yeah. Keston, we discovered that the Lamashtu cultists weren't involved with the monster infestation. Doesn't mean they're innocent of other crimes, but the monster invasion at least is not their work. Hearing the name Lamashtu draws Knock Knock's attention. Mother is not to blame here, told you, but who listens to me? Goblins obviously like having all these monsters around. To them, it's like a sign of Lamashtu's benevolence. Keston grunts. I'd say they're just excited by anything new that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if they're linked to this story somehow, but I doubt the seeds were created by goblin shamans. Besides, a plan like this seems a little beyond the local goblin chief's intelligence. Damn, shots fired, man. Knock Knock raises his head. Know what I think? I think Goblin King is Rotten Lice Scratcher. Shaman plays him like reed pipe, babbles about Lamashtu, then plots behind his back. Knock Knock's kind of a little smart. He's intelligent. Can you tell me where these monsters come from, Tristian? The ones that appear because of this bloom. Tristian raises his eyes from the papers on the table. Undoubtedly from some world alien to our own. All the monsters appearing from the bloom, so we're effectively calling it the bloom now, are exceptionally large and strong. It would be rare to encounter such specimens in the Stolen Lands, or even in most of Golarion. But it's impossible to say what it is that lies on the other side of the portals that's intent on killing your people. That's all I need to know about the results of the research. Keston and Jod exchange glances. Tristian continues to dig through his papers. So, the bloom's essential properties are strange seeds getting into people's bodies, which cause their disease, and eventually creates magic portals. Now we just need to discover where the seeds are coming from. Tristian, who'd been examining the map on the table from the shadows, gives a small cough. If I may, I've noticed an interesting detail. Well, two details to be precise. First, the seeds afflict mostly the villagers. There have been no recorded cases of disease within the city limits, except for those who came here looking for a cure. That's right. Thus, we can assume a common factor in how people are exposed to these seeds. Many villagers get their food from the same territory. Tristian slowly shakes his head. I don't think food is the problem. Take a look. He points at the map. We have the most cases of diseases here, here, and over here. Monsters mostly attack here and here. The cleric's finger travels down the map, tapping points along the fluid line. You see, the situation is most dire along the banks of the Gudrun River. Everyone examines the map closely. Erastil, have mercy. Jod exhales slowly. Exactly. Along the river. That must be where the seeds come from. From the drinking water. Oh, polluted water. I guess that makes sense. Keston, the militia most often finds monsters by the river, right? We used to think the monsters were just coming to the river to drink. Keston rubs his forehead. But if what the cleric says is right... There are dozens of villages along the riverbanks, hundreds of people. How many are likely already infected? Jod looks at you closely. Are you suggesting we wait for them all to succumb to this bloom, Baron? Let's pray we can deal with the situation before it happens. We have to go upstream and find the source of this blight. Knock Knock jumps at your words. Take me, me! The goblin bares his sharp, crooked teeth. I want to settle the score with the king. Keston straightens up and flexes his shoulders. If you allow me, Baron, I'd like to take the lead on this. I'll take my best members of the militia with me and sweep the woods along the river. We'll look under each and every rock if needed. Keston muffles a cough. After everything they've been through, these people deserve a chance to discover the source for their misfortunes. No, Keston, we have to deal with this carefully and rationally. Go to your people and await my arrival. I think that's a better thing to do. Keston casts his eyes down. You're right, of course, Your Grace. I'll order my men to get ready immediately. We'll await your arrival and then make our move. Keston gives a short bow, turns around, and leaves. Tristian, how did you find the link between the disease and the river? Glances pencilly at the map. You see, Baron, these seeds are not only a sign of something abnormal at work. Remember the ruins where we first met? The glade near those ruins full of huge flowers? Blades such as that tend to appear all over the stolen lands. Seems strange, does it not? Especially if we take into account the magic seeds and the portals they create. Look like flowers themselves. Jod even called this disaster the bloom. I'd like to research this natural phenomenon and perhaps... Tristian stops talking as loud. Hasty steps are heard from the main entrance. Eston? Again? Heston runs into the room as he literally just walked. Your Grace, we have trouble. The peasants are rioting. Uh-oh. Ugh, that's the only solution these nitwits could come up with. Don't worry, Baron. As long as they're not setting fire to the streets, we still have a chance of coming to a peaceful resolution. If you allow me, I'll go and speak with them, do my best to calm the crowd down. And if peace doesn't prevail, your guards and I will stand with you. Let's go. I can hear their shouting even from here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. The murmuring crowd takes up almost the entire square. The murmuring turns to shouts at your arrival, and the stone flies out of the crowd and strikes the cobbles at your feet. There he is, out at last. Damn his eyes. Please hear me out before you lynch me. I know you're tired and disgruntled. I am too. Day after day, I and my companions seek a solution to your misfortunes. We've saved so many from this fatal disease, and if the gods have mercy, we can save even more. But please, let us do what we can. Return to your homes, to your loved ones. They need you just as I need your patience and good faith. The crowd before you sways and mumbles. People look at one another, talk in a hushed tone, shake their heads and frown. It seems rebels who were screaming and jeering a minute ago lost all their confidence. Finally, one of the peasants opened his mouth. The Baron is right. You really believe this? It's pure nonsense. Don't you get it? We could run the Baron through, but it wouldn't change a thing. He's of more use to us alive than dead. So be it, Baron. We'll let you pass, but don't forget we're trusting you with our lives. Find the source. Save our children from this terrible sickness. What I am to do. That's crazy. Hello, Your Grace. Feels strange. It's amazing. I can just go have a chat with an actual Baron. I wanted to talk about Akun. I'm worried about him lately. Although worried might be too strong a word. Way too gloomy, even more than usual, if that's possible. Life without a family must be hard for him. But he's not completely alone. He has us. I know we can't replace what he lost, but we must remind him that we are here and he can talk to us. What are you getting at? What I'm getting at is that we should hold a merry revelry and use the opportunity to talk to him, heart to heart. If we just invite him for a drink, he'll no doubt refuse. So we must organize everything in secret. We'll gather guests, prepare food and drink, bring a coon, and have so much fun. I'll even bring my loot. What do you say? Neither grief nor joy should be excessive. I think you got a point. Not sure I'd put it like that, but I'm glad you agreed. We got, like, more things to deal with that are more important. I've talked to Alina, the innkeeper, and she's happy to help us. Although between us, I'm not sure what made her so enthusiastic. Anyway, you should talk to her, and I should go, and I think I'm going to play. And one more thing, don't be late. I fear if we don't pull a coon out of his mood now, it'll be too late. I'm not like super enthusiastic because we got other things we got to do. The season of bloom. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so love of the people is the one thing that I cool with. Let's see about... Oh. Do I have a windmill out right now? Don't think I do.